Guys, I'm Ellie. If you know me or if you've just met me before, then you probably think one or two things about me. First, maybe she's shy. Or second, she's just really stuck up. The truth is, I've got social anxiety disorder. For those who don't understand, S.A.D basically means things that any normal person finds easy and as a daily routine, I find intensely overwhelming and scary. Things like meeting new people, starting a conversation, talking to strangers, or even something as simple as talking on the phone. Now, most people with S.A.D will usually have problems with eye contact, low self-esteem, little to zero confidence. You're so scared of being judged, humiliated, or being criticized. And somebody with intense, or should I say severe S.A.D usually ends up in depression or having panic attacks. If you have S.A.D, then you probably understand that it affects your life, every other aspect of your life. It affects your work, it affects your school, and it affects your relationships. For so long, I actually wanted to be a TV presenter. There was this girl that I used to watch on MTV growing up, and she was just really good, and she seemed as if she was having so much fun with her job. She used to interview people at awards, so many different celebrities, and I was like, you know what, I want to do that. But as soon as I found out that I cannot really communicate, I cannot really talk to people, that whole idea, that whole desire, it completely tanked. And that was it for me. Of course, there have been other examples, but I'm just making that one to show that you can actually drop a dream. You can completely flush it down the toilet just because of this fear of getting humiliated or being judged. When it comes to school, everyone with S.A.D will agree with me that there are those moments in class where a teacher asks you a question. You know the answer. You're definitely sure that that is the answer. Everybody else is raising their hand up to answer, but you'll be the only one with your hand down. You have questions, you're uncertain about a certain subject, a certain thing that a teacher said, but you will not stand out to say, I haven't understood what you said on this and that, because you're just really scared, and at the end it just deteriorates your entire performance. Now, when it comes to relationships, I have been in relationships where I knew that, you know what, this person does not deserve me, but I still stayed in that relationship anyway. If you know this phrase, there's a phrase that goes, better the devil you know. So for me, if I met new people, it was always about, what if this person is just pretending to be nice to me, and then as soon as I start dating them, they're going to turn on me, so I'd rather stick with the one that I'm with. I've had a very bad experience before in a certain relationship. I'm going to tell you more about it later in another video I'm going to feature. So because you find it very hard to talk to strangers, meet new people, you will find that it's so hard to make new friends. It's not like you want to stay in that condition, you want to speak to other people. These are the times where you just come off as stuck up or just a mean person who doesn't like talking to others, but you don't want it to be like that. You want to talk to them. You're very aware of what's going on inside you. It's not like something that you just brush off. You know what's going on, but it's too overwhelming and you cannot overcome it. Honestly, I don't think I've ever made a good first impression before. If I have, thanks to you, whosoever thinks I was a nice person on the first time that they met me, but otherwise I really don't think I have, because you say hi, I say hi, and that's about it. If you don't say anything else, I'm most likely not going to do it. It's not a choice. It's not like I want to be like that. I don't. I really want to talk to you, but I just can't. I've taken online tests, and every time I do, my results come out as though I've got severe social anxiety disorder. But I like to think of it as moderate. I don't think I got to a severe point yet, because I know there are other people out there who cannot even step foot outside of their house. So I prefer to say mine is still very much moderate. most people with S.A.D are very, very polite. I personally think I'm a complete pushover, because sometimes even if I know that what this person is asking me to do is not right, I shouldn't do this, they're supposed to do it by themselves, I'm still gonna do it for you just because I can't really get myself to say, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's okay, it's okay. Sometimes it's not okay. And speaking of making friends, since you can't make new friends, you try to keep a hold of the few friends that you already have. I sit around and I just send random messages to all my contacts, but if I do that over and over, say 3-4 times, and I don't get any response from you, I start feeling really awkward. They're not responding because they don't want to be friends anymore. So I just give up. I'm not sending you another message. I'm not pushing you again. I don't want to be seen as, you know what, she's kind of creepy and weird. So I'm not going to do it. I'll wait for you in your own time. Since 2009, I have created about 5 YouTube channels, created and deleted them. I'll create it and be like, you know what, let's do this, and then I'll delete it over and over again. Up until now, this is when I felt, you know what, it's now or never. If I could go back, believe me, I would, because I feel like the more I prolong telling people, the more I prolong opening up about it, the worse that it gets. So if I started then, I believe I could have been much better now. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to my camera. And if you have tried before to talk to someone, or if you have tried a whole different method to try and overcome your social anxiety and it failed, and you just feel like, you know what, I failed, I'm a failure, this is not working for me. You're not a failure. You haven't failed. Do not blame yourself. Blame your strategy and push it to the side. There are thousands and thousands of different methods out there to try and help you to get more comfortable with other people. So just push that one to the side and pick a different method. Those of you who think it's okay to be mean to a person you don't know, it's not nice. Try to be nice because you don't know what they're struggling with inside, and you're probably just making it worse for them. I have read, watched, and heard a lot of people with S.A.D talking about how it gets better. Well, this is my attempt to finding out how true that is. I'm going to do regular updates on my progress, on whether I think my situation is changing. If you think anything like so would be helpful for you, then please do subscribe, and I'll keep posting. Stick around.